Okay, give it a second. All right. Okay. So, what I'm trying to do is actually set up my Wuling AICs because I haven't really done that yet. Pour down a super basic, all this stuff. Yeah, Zeronite production. But I was hoping to actually optimize it. So, I want 2 Zeronite on board. One's just going to produce Zeronite for gear, and the other we're going to make batteries. So, build it from this direction, bottom. Okay. First thing then, get some sandleaf powder. Might be a little. What if I put it in the corner actually, and build out of the corner? Yeah, let's try it. Okay. Before I do anything, first set these inputs correct. I said sandleaf. This is output. Oh, perfect. So this can just route right back around and right back in. Okay then. Now producing sandleaf. And the reason I need that is so that I can make stable carbon, which goes into the forge of the whatever for Zeronite. So, next, need 2 stable carbon, and blueprint looks kind of janky. One, two. Well, not quite 2 because you have to be output. The output we can rotate. Yeah, the output we can rotate. 2. Ability to move. Output that way. Belt. Is dumb to put the belt there. Dash. Belt. Go that way. The reason that's helpful is the output's actually just gonna go right there. Okay. Again, rotating. Oh, fixable. Okay. Ability details. The buck flower, which we're kind of low on. Again, kind of dumb. Just okay. Dash. That is now generating 1 stabilize. No, it's not. Now it's generating 1 stabilized carbon. Okay. We need. Oh, the input. And don't have to run it that high. Uh-huh. Whee! Cool. Do stabilize carbon. Further optimization. What does the Forge of the Sky actually use? It's just 2 carbon. Really just 2 carbon and some water, right? If I really wanted to. Dash. Dash the whole belt. Dash the whole belt. And instead rotate this. What you say is 1. Two. I need to power it, but it can't be that hard to do. There you go. Interesting. Okay. Check the recipe real quick. But yeah, it's just 1 water. I coincidentally have over here. Okay. Really no lack of water, so I'm not even going to worry about trying to optimize it. I think it matters. Neat, that wasn't so bad. Gotta get it to base, but can't be too hard. There you go. That was easy. That is 1 Zeronite. We do have excess powder. Don't want to waste. That's going back into the PIC, AIC, whatever you want to call it. Into the AIC it goes. And I think we just repeat this entire loop on this side. Yeah. Okay. So, here's the thing. Wuling's factory is huge, but a little hard to use because you have to figure out where you want to put the depot. So, thinking's not really my strong suit. Despite me building a factory, I'm just going to arbitrarily put this somewhere halfway and put a bunch of depot sections on it. And hopefully this is about halfway there, a little less than halfway here. Maybe it's fine. Oh my god, the factory's so long. Can I do more than 1 depot bus? I was under the impression you can only put 1 of these in the factory. Let's see if that's true. Yeah, okay, only 1. On that, we might as well just expand it evenly then. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, no, that's about as even gets. Okay. And that we have all this space to play with. Really needed to do was to just put a very temporary power supply. Start. Oh, unloader. That'll work. Oh, it just has to be touching the depot bus. That's cool. Okay. Power. A steel thermal bank. Generating a steel HC battery. There you go. Now, hit this chain out. We can more or less replicate what we've done over here. In fact, I don't see any reason not to do this and flip it. Oh, action. Whee! Ah, because I'm going to need one additional input. Ooh, okay. Why? Because this is not routed correctly. Dash. Dash grid. Huh? Hang. Dash. Nope. Oh. Dash grid. That. Dash grid. Like that. Yeah, there should only be 3. 2 for the buckwheat or whatever we call it, so that the ports don't run themselves out. And then 1 from the Arknight. Very good. I'm out of something. I am going to make life infinitely easier on myself. So, inconvenience is that the depots are not shared between zones. So, this zone's actually a little light, simply because I haven't gotten it started yet. I'm going to jump back to my main factory and take some plants. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. So, I just needed, I don't know, a lot, not citron, a lot of the buckwheat. Probably enough. And then surely I've got, yeah, and leaf as well. Now we're gonna bounce on back. That should be enough in the factory to keep the chains moving. Okay, as we were, back in you go. Then we can take my 3D view. 1 yielding 3, that's pretty normal. 1 yielding 2, feeding 1 back in, that is correct as well. Alright, that should be enough for the factory to now fix itself. So, now I say, take this whole chain. Well, I tell you what, actually, we're gonna save this as a blueprint. So I can save it or share it even. Freaking chain. Okay. That should be everything. E. Okay. And the print. I dubbed the... I have no earthly clue how to guess. I'm going to... Yes. Oh, I'll fix that when I learn how to spell it right. Uh-huh. And save. Now, how do you actually spell it? Zero Knight. God, I'm good. Okay, stop. Now what you can do, take the blueprint. Whee! I don't know if I can rotate this thing 180. No, it doesn't rotate 180. That blueprint does nothing. Oh, is there not as much space on this side? Ooh, there's not. The AIC's not centered. Ooh. This can be addressed. Dash grid, actually dash entire belt chain. Dash entire belt chain, dash entire belt chain, dash the whole damn thing. Bulk action. Move you back exactly once. I don't know if there's almost a damn thing, but move it back exactly once. In you go. This belt must be stashed. This belt must be stashed. Okay. Continuing my bulk actions. Music's pretty damn good here. Move it back exactly once. Dash grid. Try again. Okay. Progress. Reconnect this before I forget. Okay. Now this whole chain's gonna move back one. So actually just stash this individual grid. That doesn't even have to move. This belt's gotta go. Screw this. Go away with you for now. Okay. Okay, action. Move it back exactly once. Not gonna work, is it? Nope. This belt's gotta go. Trying again. Go. The reason any of that matters is I need to press the whole belt. Press this thingy. Belt is move this facility once. What was it before? Oh, okay, look. Just hard. Come it. More. Move. Once. Just overthinking it. Okay. Where the hell did... Oh my god, let's dash the whole thing. Alright, we'll fetch the water in a minute. Okay. Before I drain my whole friggin' supply. Send it back. Huh? Okay. Okay. Still needs power, but we can fix that real quick. Easy. All right. Ability's doing its job. Ability's doing its job. Head back correctly. One extra belt. Okay. Now I've got to go fetch some water, which is now off-site because I deleted the entire chain. Water, please. Hard to do in not 3D. Alright. Cancel. Back to 3D. Okay. Forward to the sky. Just need to run back to base. Not hard to do. Whee! Fantastic. Okay. Now, what we're going to attempt to do, take this massive belt. Replicate. It inverted it, but you know what? It works. There's 3 belts on one side, 2 belts on the other. What's missing? Oh, wait, there's nothing missing. There. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, well, we do have to produce everything, but 4 planting units. Can I not make those? No, I'm out of carbon. Right. Fine. Easier carbon. You. Stay here. Oh. Got a few of these. Those don't make carbon, do they? I think buckflower does. Double shite. Long facility? It's just a refining unit? Recipe. The trim. Oh, okay. They can all be made into. Oh, you're not powered. Stupid relay. Okay. Yeah. Build a second one. Cool. We give that a minute to work. And this means this whole half of this factory's purpose is to produce granite. And it consumes most of the factory. To be honest, we could move the depot back. Like to here, just cut off this whole half of the factory. Don't appear to be wasting too much space with that. I don't know, I mean, okay, I've got to get water into the thing, but it's not going to be that hard to do. We'll ponder that for a minute after I get enough carbon. Almost done. This will be nice though, because we can go on either half of the factory now and pretty clearly make the battery, which I want to say is actually very straightforward minus the zeronite, and then make a what do I call it, a gearing unit. I want to say both just require this stash it. Bridgenium, which I should have plenty of. Okay, as we were. Facility details. Please build the planting units. Thank you. Okay, only concern. Water. Happen to have one over here. Dash. Higher production. This one. Hello. Thank you. Oh yeah, the belt can go under the pipes, which is really cool. All right. Oh Lord, I need to fix the inputs. Oh no. Oh, it's gonna be a mess. Flower. Right? No. Yes. God, I had item inputs. Also buckflower. Oh God, I should have fixed this first. Then this should be sandleaf. Oh Lord. The mess. Uh-oh. Okay. Now it should be resolved. Beautiful. Okay. Just raised the question, what do I want to do with these buses? But before I answer that, the battery take again? Going to be a packaging unit. We're looking for the Wuling battery. Dense originium power times 3. That's okay. So. I'm still questioning the cleanest way of actually setting this chain up. Maybe I just leave this for piping, I don't know. But the reason I say that is the dense originium powder, it's not that hard to make, but it does require some of the sand leaf powder. So the question is, how can you reasonably set up these inputs without just absolutely crushing the amount of space it takes? I can just go 1, 2, 3. That would be fine. But I have to actually generate the sand leaf powder now. And that is less fine. I mean, my long-standing question is... Actually... Hold on, I think I figured it out. Whoa. We like the buses. Everything else has got to go. There's these guys. Okay. Print. Dense originium. Need 2 buses there. Leave a space. Gotta route stuff through it. Leave a space because I gotta route stuff through it. Make sure the loaders actually load. Very cool. Now I take my other blueprint for the leaf powder. I'm going to make sure the outputs are facing this direction. Probably like here. We're taking up a bunch of space already. Could be like here. Careful, because that dense crap has to be routed back to. Okay. We're just gonna take up some space. We're just gonna take up some space. Probably the best this gets. Okay. And apparently I'm missing crap. Ugh. All 3 of those. Thank you. Okay. 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 Dash. Dash. And stash. The next part's pretty straightforward. All I have to do is put these 4 inputs into one of the packaging units. Like this. It should be fine. I'm thinking is there going to be one loader, two loader, so it should be 6 wide. What's this thing? 4 wide. I have 6. I'll put it like here. Might be easier if I just do depot access. So we're going to do loader, unloader, followed by loader. Yeah, there you go. Power usage is now high, but that's okay. These just think this one here. Here. Screw it. Just go. Oi. Okay. That should actually produce everything. The important question is how much originium ore is this taking? Oh, the other question is how am I going to load the 10 leaf powder thing? This needs our beloved Arknight. Okay. Depot bus. On the side, I wonder. Kind of curious. You most certainly can. Oh. Okay. That's quite the optimization of space. Right. Details. It's going to be sand leaf. It's now feeding in everywhere it's got to feed. This should be generating batteries now, which we are going to obviously replace the previous batteries with. I don't even put that shit up. Right over here. Okay. How close does this thing have to be? Oh, that's incredible. Oh, this matters still though. Here. Ash. Very important. And a loader. Excellent. There you go. It is slowly draining the batteries, so we're going to wait a minute until we actually produce. So else. Not the Zeronite. At least not. Oh no, it's waiting for the powder to produce still. Okay. Okay, they are all 3 producing now. Waiting for our first 15. Then I can see how strong these batteries are. I haven't actually made any yet. And yet I do actually have some. So. Now that they're in production, we're just going to change. Remove. 1100. Gonna have to burn through the current one and we'll find out. Oh, the power grid has a flat 100,000 power reserve. I had no idea. But now I do. Let's chill for like 15 seconds. Happen. $1,600. Aha. Oh, that's pretty strong. Guy is now producing. 1 every 10 seconds, so 6 a minute. I can feed 4 of those massive factories. Obviously, we don't need that much, but we'll expand as we do. Excellent. Okay. Go ahead and take up a little bit of space. Let's... I kind of need a gearing unit. I forget the recipe. Alright, Mr. Gearing Unit. Uranite components, which is simply 2 Pactorigo crust, 2 Zeronite. If I need another Zeronite, that's okay. Dash. Take a brief look at our AIC report, see where we are with the Rigo crust, Originium ore. Half of it. Okay. Now then, blueprints. Back to the Rigo crust. It takes 1 input. And be careful. Output. It barely has enough room to get back. Yeah, this is 1. Two. Alright, thinking in my head how I'm gonna get stuff back. First things first, that's in the way. And that is in the way. We need belt access. I'm gonna make like 10 of them. Okay. Oh, I love that you can do that. Crap. Let's just highlight all of it. It's 1 too high. Correctable, because this can move. There you go. Now this actually spits out into the factory. Okay. Go hither. And hither. Hither. 1, 2, and 3. Generating a second Actor Ego Crest. Also conveniently takes care of my surplus of 2. Super annoying. Replicate. Sure. Okay. Practical question. How the hell do I get it out? Here's what we're gonna do. Go over here for now. And we need to produce another forge. Got all this space to do it in. We should hopefully be able to produce at least one. Okay, so forge requires 2 carbons, pretty straightforward. In fact, I could probably just get that blueprint real quick. Only really needs 2 inputs. I mean, it can go something like, oh, it's too tall. Ooh, it takes up a huge amount of space, though. Believe it or not, those depots are in my damn way. Depot. Move. Oh shit, it needs depot access. Not an option. We just have to get more optimized. Oh look, more space over here. Perfect. Probably. How big's my blueprint? Too big. But, I mean, we could produce one on both sides. That'll probably be alright. Yeah, I guess it'll be alright. Okay. Depot unloader. Might as well take some of my space back. Dash. Power. Just getting run back. Loader. Okay. Run a pipe through here. Interesting. Details. Sure. Sure. Loader. Buckflower. Loader. Buckflower. That was pretty space efficient. Okay. Now here's the big space killer. I need more sand leaf. Real clean way of doing this. It just takes up a crap ton of space. Yeah, no, it just takes up a crap ton of space. We're gonna have to rotate the outputs too, but that's not a problem. Okay. Construction. Give me... What a carbon again! Curse! Carbon! Refining unit ×2, please. Okay, kind of annoying. Sure. Okay, we're gonna let that process. While I'm doing that, might as well grab some more water. I have absolutely no reason not to do this. Burlika. Not the point. I thought I had some water pumps around. They're easy enough to craft, but I don't want to use it if I've already got one. I need a food pump. Yep. Food pump. Unpowered. Now powered. We're gonna run it just outside. And we will adjust this as needed. Okay. You can actually get away with just one fluid pump because I think these have enough to feed 2 objects, but there is no shortage of water, so I don't see any reason to worry about it. It's not like I'm light on power either. I have enough to feed 3 more thermal banks. So we're looking pretty good. Claim all. Claim all. Let's dash. Let's dash. Okay. So, we're back up here. Construction, construct, submit. And we're simply accepting that this takes up space. Okay, please go away. Or move. Okay. Yeah. Depot access. Unloader. I mean, why not? Where's the loader? Doesn't have to be pretty, it has to be efficient. Come back through. Okay. We can now feed the sandleaf in. And I need 3 unloaders. I'm just gonna construct like 10. I prefer not to do it this way because it feels like a massive waste of space. But alas, you do what you gotta do. That's not what I wanted to do. Supposed to go this way. Okay. The whole point of doing all of this crap was to have another Zebra Knight online. Sorry, I honest to God forgot what I was doing for a second. Okay. The other coal being produced over here? Yeah. Really, we're just gonna take the loader. Real easy. In you go. Dash. Going to take an unloader. Easy. It's producing half of my coal. Let's produce the other half real quick. I still need like 20 of these. I once again have a surplus of 0.5 for the leaf, for the sand leaf powder. Probably use this later. Okay, that's actually all you need to produce carbon. I have carbon going in on this side because there's less space. So what we're going to do, take one of these fancy forge of the skies, put it like right here. Need the fluid input to be like over. Forge of the Sky, regional place limit reached. No. Pain. It would go here. I have a question. Can it go into a different region? Does this count? Is this different? Yay! Wait, no, it still counts. Damn it. I cry in inefficiency. Sadness. Well, at current optimization levels then. Oh my god. What does this? I only need one carbon. Probably leave this chain. I actually only need one Origo crust. Here's how we're gonna resolve it. Just this entire top of the factory. Entire top of the factory is gonna go. All right. Quick question for the factory. How is our sand dust doing? Sand leaf is now being completely consumed. We do need one additional factory for that. That part's still true. But we can pretty reasonably put the dense originium here. Really, it's not going to take a... Don't need to produce this extra carbon either, because this was half of a new Zeronite plant that we cannot produce. This can go away. This part of the factory seems much smaller for whatever reason. We're gonna go ahead, just have the surplus and leaf just to have. Sure. Wipe that out. Wipe this out too. Too close. I can do this. We can fix that. So, this move. It look like that. Yeah, that works. Okay, this is now moved. Need my unloader. Okay. At this point, just load her up. Leaf. Load her up. Okay. Surplus a sand leaf of 1.5 again. Do whatever we need to do with it. This whole core of the factory is pretty nice to have, actually. We might leave this alone. Let us see. Let us see. For sure, I need the gearing unit. So to produce the gearing unit, we need a single dense originium, because I guess we can only do half efficiency right now. I cried just thinking about that. Okay. We have a surplus of 1.0 of leaves powder crap still. And beyond that, you just have the gearing unit. And just kind of go right here. And it's just really just going to go right here. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the loader. Just get back in. Okay. Dust. Or oh, it's a pipe. I need it instead. What goes into it? Oh, just straight Arknight. Okay. Oh. Is there freaking blueprint? Fine. Check this crap out. No. This one. You think. In the way. Goodbye. This crap doesn't matter. Those were inputs. Those do matter. You rotate. Yes. Requires 2 inputs. 3 inputs. Has 1 output. So ironically enough, the placement of that power supply was pretty good. Okay. Trying again. Close. Why is everything angry? Go up 1. 1 more. Move. That way. Stash the grid. For the love of God. There we go. You know what? 1 more unloader. Okay, here's what's about to happen. Rust. Rust. Dust. But it's the same thing, it just has a fucking refining unit at the end of it. Whatever. Or dust. Exact same thing we had set up, but with a refining unit at the end. Okay. What we're gonna do? Gearing unit. Details, Arknight. Oh, the factory music though. Okay, anyways. That's now generating 0.5. What are these even called? Zeronite components. Apparently, you cannot produce a full 1.0 without breaking the game. Still have a crap ton of space now. The hard part with using the rest of this factory is going to be our current barium output. What I used to have was my PC. Oh, yeah, these things. Yasin syringes. But the issue you run into is it takes too many ferrium bottles to produce correctly. So I've been thinking about a workaround for that. What we're going to do is, first off, remember the recipe for producing one of these things. What's junk out drink? I want to say these are basically going to be identical. Yeah. It's just, which one do you prefer? I prefer the hot, so we're going to take the heal over time instead of the heal. Resource in formula. Details, ferrium parts, and ferrium bottle. It uses less ferrium bottles too. Okay. Yeah. Where things get spicy. Going back to Valley 4. And we're going to try to find some space in one of my factories to produce extra barium bottles. Come on, load screen. Unfortunately, I previously optimized this factory, so there's like no space. It's looking pretty tight. Okay, we got like a little bit. What does the ferrium bottles recipe even look like? I've got space back there, but can I get belts? Probably not. Different factory. I could cheat. I've unlocked meta storage, but I'm gonna cheat. I've unlocked meta storage. Oh, cancel protocol management. Okay. For those not familiar, meta storage unlocks once you get Valley 4 to what do we call it? Regional development level 12. It's a special kind of bullshit. For regional transfer, you can do a cancel this. You can do a stockpile transfer or a meta storage transfer. Stockpile is just take it from one factory to the other. Meta storage is kind of bullshit. This will simply replicate the item at no cost to the original factory. It looks like I'm allowed to transfer 750 bottles over an hour. Give me just a second, see how many bottles per minute that is. M50 divided by 60. 12.5 bottles a minute. Okay. Calculator's on your job. Go away. So we've got an extra 12.5 bottles a minute coming in. Back to Wuling. Okay. 12.5 bottles a minute coming in. Rotate it so I can actually... This way. Okay. What's the recipe call for again? So 0.5, it means it consumes 30 bottles a minute. Not necessarily going to be perfect, but it's going to be pretty close. If we only do one fairy and bottle chain instead. That'll be 27.5 versus 30. Close enough. Alright, but what does matter... figuring out how to get this Yasin crap. So reactor crucible, Yasin powder plus water, deals 0.5. You only need 1-to-1 though. Okay. Only need one Yasin solution to work. The other stuff is pretty fast, so why don't we figure out Yasin solution quick?
Records of important battles fought by our empire. They gave rise to quite a few stories. In any case, we should expedite the restoration of our Endman's
I
head.
can pretty safely tell you I'm going to need a Yasin circle. Or a Yasin loop. Which is a little bit different than a normal one. So, in unit. Here's where things get difficult. It takes water. Apparently the Yasin seed is not that bad on its own. It's going to be the actual planting unit then that requires water. Now, one source of water is plenty for both. Coincidentally, we have this from our failed Factory of the Star expansion. Factory of the Sky, whatever you want to call it. Factory of the Pain. What we're gonna do, run this here. Then use a fancy pants splitter. We'll also feed it here. Okay? Otherwise, it's just like a normal seed loop. I apparently lied. Apparently, I'm a liar. Let's see if this fixes it. Normally, the belts can just go directly under the pipes, but apparently that's not true of the splitter. Whatever. It's fixed. Okay. And since I actually want the plants. Actually, I'm going to keep these. But the next thing to build is the reactor crucible. Figure out if I can remember how this thing works. I'm trying to generate Yazin solution. So Yazin powder, which 1-to-1. Oh, okay. So our usual mix here. Okay. Hold this for a moment. Our usual mix. We're going to need the shredder unit for half of it. The other half is going to get fed back into the factory so that the loop doesn't end. Okay. Thing is, where's the power gonna go? There's the belt. Fine. Power can go right here. It's what? Why? Okay. Now that it is no longer one off, power is going to go here. The feedback belt is gonna go here. This is gonna put Yazin in here. Yay. Okay, we'll generate 2 Yazin powder per 1 Yazin. Correct. Certainly will. Now we need the reactor crucible again. Reactor crucible is kind of a pain in the ass to work with. Okay, well, let me go ahead and check something real quick. Details. This uses 30, 60 water. I think I generate 150. Let's see. Where does it produce? Oh, it's just 1-to-1. So one of these will feed 2. That tells me what I need to know. We can leech half of this. Being lazy. Yep, we can leech half of this. Grape splitter. Yoink. Okay. The output's just gonna get fed back over here. Ah, that splitter's in the way again. Go away. That's not what I wanted. That's just grid. There you go. Now the output can in fact be fed across. And it just goes right back there. Looking kind of crazy. Where else is it supposed to go? Oh, the input's on this side. There we go. And finally, put some power on it. Okay. Big thing with the reactor crucible is you have to select the output. But what I need to do first is figure out. I want to say it's a filling unit. Resin solution. Yeah. Actually pretty reasonably go here. What you're gonna do is take the output from this, just wire it right in here. Then you gotta be careful because you have to select the resin solution to go out. Then its input should actually have two. Going to be one is the Ferium bottle that's simply coming in, eventually. Actually 1-to-1. So why did I need more for this? Oops. I don't. Need to make 0.5 Yasin solution. Well, this does. Yeah, this is 0.5 a second. Which is then consumed 0.5. It's probably because I just need raw Ferium parts. Limitation is going to be the transfer speed. I want to say Ferium parts. Are worth 1, whereas Ferium bottles are worth 2. Do I have any Farium parts just sitting around? Yeah, see, we get 1,500 Farium parts, which works out to like 22.5 a minute. Still not enough. Depends on what you want the limitation to be. Let me think for a second. This chain is set up pretty good though. You can chill. Matters. Now on this side of the factory where I'm building my excess parts. Just super straightforward. I want to make some Farium bottles that looks like kind of thing. That's a molding unit, I believe. Wrong button. It's 2 to 1. That's why it's probably worth twice as much. How much Farium does that realistically use? Fine, one more. And just so I can put the power down. And then feed it back in. Or it pretty much just goes over the top. Kind of looks cool. Hey. Oh. That should be... $60 a minute. Let's see if I'm correct. AIC report. Yield is only 90. Usage effects 60. Okay. That means the last thing I can do is a single Farium part. Do this in the corner, probably. And it's just straight up a refining unit. Ooh, a fitting unit. This will be all of the Farium we're actually producing on this side. Doing this, we're going to turn it into Farium parts. Produce it at 0.5 a minute. Just 50% efficiency. Okay. I'm jumping the gun. I'm jumping the gun here. Where was this produced? Packing unit. Section 2, the packaging unit. This does have to be fairy and bottle still. Guess the output here. Going to be fairy and bottles. Let's steal parts. Ah, that's just annoying. Dash. That shit. Okay. We'd actually be doing pretty good now. Why are we not? Hey, told you. A Y to confirm. There it goes. I should start producing Yazin's solution, which is now being fed over here. Which now, this is where we get the 2 depot unloaders. They're both feeding it barium parts. And the combination of the two creates Yasin syringes. Excellent. Okay. Important part. Region transfer. Edit. Office transfer. At storage. Wuling. Eat unto me the ferium parts. Okay. So, not 100% efficient because I simply don't have enough ferium to do so, but it's like 75% efficient. So, we are currently producing Uranite parts at 50% efficiency, gas and syringes at 75% efficiency, and the Wuling batteries at 100% efficiency. I'm pretty satisfied with this for now. Yeah. Once you gain access to more resources in the region, because I'm pretty sure Wuling's will like at most half release, there's probably going to be a little bit more room for expansion. But you know what? For now, I'd say this is pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next.